Did you know that this week the Premier Padel Paris Major is being played? And do you know that the next week the World Padel Tour Malaga will be played? What are the differences between World Padel Tour and Premier Padel? Which one is better? Hello to all players, I'm Pablo and I welcome you to a new 4Set. If you like padel, you probably know Bela, Paquito or Lebron. They are some of the best padel players in the world, but they don't have a defined ranking. But why? Well, because this year there are 2 international tours. But what does that mean? Imagine Rafa Nadal playing the ATP and a different tour with a different ranking and different prices. That is exactly what is happening nowadays in professional padel. So what are the differences between World Padel Tour and Premier Padel? But before we start, don't forget to subscribe and becoming a real padel fan. The first and most important difference is the ownership. World Padel Tour is a private tour owned by Estrella Damm, a Spanish holding company known for its beers. World Padel Tour is like the NBA. It has its own rules and it's not recognized by the International Padel Federation. Actually, the International Padel Federation, or you can call it the FIB, and the World Padel Tour were collaborating until 2022, where they parted ways. The players signed in 2018 to belong to the World Padel Tour for 5 years, so the last season will be in 2023. But their signature included an exclusivity clause. And pay attention because this is super important. That means that no player from the top 20 could participate in another different tour from the World Padel Tour. And obviously, no player has respected the contract, and that is why the World Padel Tour has denounced all the players who have participated in Premier Padel with 25 million euros in total. Alright, we already know how is World Padel Tour, but what happens with Premier Padel? Well, Premier Padel is a tour formed by 3 protagonists: the International Padel Federation, QSI and the PPA. The International Padel Federation is like the FIFA for football, but for padel, obviously. QSI belongs to Qatar Sports Investment, a company chaired by Al Khelaifi. Probably that name sounds familiar to you because Al Khelaifi is the PSG president. But QSI in this case is the commercial partner of Premier Padel. PPA is the Professional Padel Association, where are all the main players in the world and is chaired by Ale Galan. The second difference between World Padel Tour and Premier Padel is obvious, that is the ranking. Because being 2 different tours, the rankings are different. So that means that this season could be number 1 Lebron and Galan in World Padel Tour, for example, and Paquito Dineno in Premier Padel. So which ranking is more important? Well, that's for you to decide. But nowadays, Lebron and Galan are in the first position in both rankings. Let's go to the third difference, that is the prize money. Premier Padel has been a revolution for the players. Until this season, the tournament with the biggest prize pool ever was the Master Final of the World Padel Tour. One member of the team who wins the Master Final gets 17,000 euros. But how much money earned one member of the team who wins a Premier Padel Major? 47,000 euros. The difference is very big, and also Premier Padel pays everything to the players. Let's go to the fourth difference, that is the TV, or where to watch each tournament. World Padel Tour has broadcast for free on YouTube until 2022, when it sold practically all over the world the broadcast rights. However, the World Padel Tour only broadcasts the main court, so until the semi-finals we are not able to see every matches from boys and girls. Premier Padel, on the other hand, broadcasts from the first round all matches on all courts. Premier Padel in Spain is free to watch, but in other countries Premier Padel is paid only for the matches on the main court, and you can watch for free the matches on different courts. So let's go to the fifth difference, that is which players participate. World Padel Tour is the only tour that has both boys and girls participating. Premier Padel has made an offer to the Women's Association to join the project, but they don't have made a decision yet. In addition, several players have not made their debut in Premier Padel yet, like Tapia, Juan Martín Díaz or Miguel Lamperti. But the question is, why? Lamperti and Juan Martín Díaz because they don't want to have legal problems as they are in their last years as professionals. However, Tapia wants to play Premier Padel. But to play in Premier Padel, Tapia has had to exempt Knox from legal responsibilities in case of receiving a complaint from World Padel Tour, since Knox has Tapia's image rights. Finally, this issue has been resolved and Tapia will be make their debut on Premier Padel Madrid. So probably the most common question is what will happen in the future? The players have a contract with World Padel Tour until 2023, so that means that they will need to play this season and the next one. But in the meantime, they will also play Premier Padel at least 10 tournaments per year. However, and in my opinion, when signing with Premier Padel, the players have made clear that their intention is to play the International Federation Padel Tour. What do you guys think? Leave your comment below and don't forget to subscribe. See you!